Hey, alright, Drew DeVry here. I wanted to send you a quick video because I know that there is challenges in the house when you're trying to eat healthy and maybe your spouse is not on board and your kids, well, they just don't need to eat as healthy as you. They're growing, right? So you guys can eat different things. They can have chips maybe as long as they're healthy chips, not Doritos and things with garbage in them, they can have them. Or animal crackers, like the organic animal crackers. We get our kids those sometimes. So basically this little video here is how to compartmentalize your food and other people's food. I mean, obviously if everyone is on board and eating the same way, that's the most ideal. And if you're trying to eat healthy, you should just have your spouse eat healthy as well. And same for your kids. Maybe they don't like it, but when they get hungry, they'll eat it, right? Anyway, and so that's an ideal world, but that doesn't always work, and maybe you just don't have the time and energy to put into that. So here's how to get around it. So my kids right here, this is their snack drawer area, snack cupboard. So they've got all their little stuff here, little popcorns and chips, and their applesauce packs and raisins and rice cakes, almonds. So this is for the kids here, and they've got their different cereals that they like to eat down here. Once again, of course, we go with the healthier of the cereals. We don't get any of the junk food cereals, that's for sure. But these are their cereals that they like down here. And if you know that this is for the kids, you're probably going to have a lot easier time staying away from this cupboard. It's there, yes, and in a moment of weakness, you could go for it. But at least if it's not your go-to spot, it's going to be a lot easier. On over here, we can take a look at something. What you have out is usually what you see first is what you're going to try and eat first, usually, right? So these melons are not cut up. The most ideal thing would be to cut up a melon, have it in a Tupperware in the fridge. We actually had 2 of each of these, and they've disappeared over the last couple of days because they were cut up and they were in Tupperwares in the fridge. I just finished off one of the little melon medley bowls earlier today. But you have these here, you got your bananas and other foods that are ready access, ready to eat. They're healthy, great. You've got other, so like in the cupboards here too, this is usually where I'll go to. We got our tuna fish, black beans, olives. I love throwing those together in a little mix, can of corn, and then I'll actually even put some Greek yogurt in there, whole full-fat Greek yogurt, just to kind of mix it all together. But that's kind of like one of my go-to snacks when I need something. Take a look at the fridge here. The fridge should be a place where, for the most part, everything is healthy. You should be able to open up the fridge and just, okay, everything's healthy in here. We do have some muffins for the kids, so that's a tough one. You go into the fridge and you're hungry and you see a muffin hanging out, what are you going to do? The best idea would be to take these and stash them in a separate area. Right here, you got the peppers. You're like, oh, maybe I should cut up some peppers and dip them in hummus. Great idea. Until you see the muffins there and you're like, you know what, that's a little too much work right now. I'm just going to grab a muffin. And this is why you need to compartmentalize and segregate foods in your house. Up here we've got berries and more berries, and ideally if you're having a hard time with all this, you'll put all those things together in a section of your fridge so that this is where I go to get my healthy foods. Once again, we've got our full-fat Greek yogurt. If used sparingly, this isn't that bad for you. Dairy fat doesn't bother us humans really much at all. It's the lactose and the proteins that really can kind of get to us. So if you're going to have dairy, make sure it's full fat. It will also keep you full longer versus the non-fat versions or low-fat versions. So that's what you want to do. Well, even got some ready-made smoothies in here to go. Egg whites. There's lots of good, healthy stuff in here. But bottom line, like I'm saying, you just kind of want to segregate your foods so that when you're hungry and you go to your section, you don't have those temptations there. That way you can stick to your section. makes sense. You can have a cupboard for your kids, a cupboard for your spouse, and a cupboard for yourself. Do the same thing in your refrigerator, and it'll make your life a whole lot easier and reduce the temptations that will derail you. Okay, so that's how you're going to do it. If you can come up with any better ways, by all means, do that. It's just, you got to put some time and effort into it, a little bit of thought. All right, I'll talk to you again.